In this video, we are going to learn about the basics of formulas and primarily a recap of what we have learned during the previous semester. So over here, we have been given a margin trading data of the companies. Again, the data has been taken from BSE website for a particular day. So over here, it says that the security code which has been given to us is script number, script name, the security name, quantity financed by members, amount financed by members. This is the number of shares in rupee lakhs, total outstanding at the beginning of trading day, fresh exposure to the day, and liquidated during the day, and the net exposure at the end of the day. The data which has been given to us. So over here we have to identify a couple of things. Over here we have been asked few questions. First, count the number of companies. Second, count the number of companies starting with vowels. Then total of all columns where there are numbers. Find max of amount finance. Find minimum of quantity. Use some product and find the average, which covers the breadth of the basics of formulas. Now, how do we count it? Which is, or how do we start writing a formula which is equal to, and then you can write any formula. So over here we just count and we click on tab. So tab means it will open a bracket, and then I will primarily select the number of securities. Okay, and then I will click OK. Over here you can see that the output is 0. Why? Because we have used count only. So now when you write equal to count, there are two formulas which is prevalent, rather three formulas. So first is only count, which says that counts the number of cells in a range that contain numbers. It will count only cells which contain numbers. Now count A will count all the cells which are not empty, and count blank which will count only blank cells. So over here we are counting cells which contains text. So over here the most appropriate formula to use is count A. So I will write count A and tab, and then I will select the column or the range, and then I'll close the bracket and then hit enter. It says that there are 69 such securities for a particular day where the margin data is available. However, the next question or the next thing which we have to find out is the count the company starting with vowels. Now we have five vowels. One is A, E, I, O, U. How do we do that? So there is something called as count if. All right, and then if you press tab, it will open a bracket, and then you just have to write a range, or you just have to select a range. And what is the criteria? So criteria over here is A and star. So first it has to start with A. So there are 7 companies. It starts with A. In the similar fashion, we have to add E. In the similar fashion, I. In the similar fashion, we have to add for O, and in the similar fashion we have to add for U. And we hit enter. It says there are 15 companies which starts with vowels. So this basically criteria which we have defined. Since we are defining a text, it has to be covered with into inverted brackets or into inverted columns. And then A star means first letter has to be A or E or I or O or U, followed by a star. Star means it can take anything. Star in the Excel form takes anything. So over here we just wanted vowels, so basically we'll start with A, E, I, O, U. Since there are five different conditions and we are using a count formula which is directly applicable to a range, we cannot minimize this. However, using array functions, we can try, but it gets complicated, so rather we will keep it simple. Now, you may ask question instead of vowel, have been be asked, count the number of companies started with consonants. Then how do we do that? So basically, we will go with the onset of probability, saying that what we do in probability is negation of probability. So we cannot write this formula like 17 or 18 times or 20 times or 21 times saying that B, C, D. We have to calculate the number of companies starting with the consonants. Rather, we will count the total number of companies. We'll count the total number of companies starting with vowels, and we will simply subtract. So if I subtract 69 from 15, we will get 54. Same the case with the probabilities. We used to do negation of a probability. We used to directly deduct from 1. So 1 minus something, which is the negation of a probability. Same concept we have to use it over here. Now, uh, we have to write a total of all columns. Over here, we just have to use formula of sum. What we have to do? We just have to write sum because it's irrespective of any condition. We just have to select the number of columns, close the bracket and enter. And then simply drag this down across. So now basically we have done the sum of all the columns, okay, which is very simple. Now it says that find the max of amount financed. Amount financed is in the column D. We have to find the maximum of the financed amount. So there is a formula for that, which is equal to max, and you just have to select the range and close the bracket, which is 24.09. Similarly, find minimum of quantity. Minimum of quantity, which is over here. We can write minimum of the quantity and then we again select the range over here, close the bracket, which is 1. We can similarly find the max by copy pasting this formula across the rows, or by simply dragging this as well, just to find the maximum and minimum amount using the formulas. Now there is something called use the sum product, use column C and column D. So basically what it's saying that just multiply two columns, quantity financed and amount financed. Just multiply the quantity, just multiply it. Okay, there is no significant relevance in this particular example, but just try to do the sum product over here. So there is a formula called as sum product. What basically sum product does is it will first multiply and then add all the output or all the products. Basically it does two functions, it does two different kind of an analysis or different kinds of an different kind of an operation on the numbers. One is product, one is sum. So this function does both of that simultaneously and gives us the output. It is as simple as that. Press tab to get the formula and open bracket. Just select the column first, which is column C, and then column D over here. Select column D, close the bracket, click enter. It will give the output. Over here, interesting thing is if the size of first column and the second column is not same, then it is interesting to see what kind of an output this gives. So over here we have selected from C8 to C76, and for D, let's select from D7 to D76, close the bracket. It says value, it gives us an error. So over here the important thing is the number of columns which you have selected should be of the same size. Okay, it's a number of rows or number of values in that particular column or particular range which you have selected should be the same. Finally, we have another formula called as average. So we'll simply write the average over here, and it is similar to like any other formula, max, min, or sum. It's just that the output which differs, but the process still remains the same. So you have to write average. It will open the bracket. You have to select a range, close the bracket, and press enter, and then drag this across. So this is how, and before we close this video, since this has a lot of decimal values, in the video second we have seen that we have to reduce the decimals. So we will reduce the decimals by clicking this to a 2 decimal point. So this is the very basics of formula and formatting. In the subsequent videos, we will see a little advanced formulas and the techniques around it. Thank you.